What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the BASSALLYEAR channel. Appreciate y'all tuning in today for another video. So I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it probably 112 times that I've been looking around and shopping around for an awesome cover for my boat. I keep it outside underneath all these trees, and as a lot of us here in the South know, and a lot of us here in Florida know, it is pollen season. The winter has lifted away, and that brings us into the springtime. Everything's blossoming, and the pollen is awful. So it's imperative that you have a nice quality cover to keep all the dust and grime and pollen and all the other stuff that falls onto your boat when kept outside. Make sure it stays out of it. You got to protect your investment, and that's what we have today with a cover by Empire. So I just got done washing my boat, vacuuming it, cleaning it, getting it all ready for good storage for about 2-3 weeks that I'll be out working. So I'm really excited to get this cover on. I know you guys saw me unbox it in the previous video, and if you didn't, you can check that out in the description below. But nonetheless, today I'm going to show you how easy it is to put this cover onto my boat, how and why I love this cover so much, and more as to the installation and everything there is about the cover. So let's get after it. Now for starters, again, my boat is kept here in the backyard around all of this sand, leaves, dirt, and it's under all these big old trees which drop a ton of pollen right on top of the boat. As you can see, I've had it sit out while it dried before I put the cover on. I've already got stuff laying in it. And so again, it is imperative that you have nice covers. You gotta protect your investment. This is my boat all washed up. We're gonna go over and I'm gonna show you how easy it is for me to do this by myself at that. I'm gonna be covering this boat up. I fish solo a lot. All right, so here we have the cover. We are set up, ready to cover our boat and put it away. This cover by Empire is waterproof, dirt proof, everything proof. So I'm gonna give you a better view here of the cover up close. It is made of multi-direction stitching. No way the water's gonna be able to come through here. When you get a bad rainstorm, it's all gonna be able to freely beat off of this thing, roll off without any worry of water seeping into your boat. You don't want that issue. You don't want to have a cheap, poor quality cover, because you're gonna get water that sneaks through over time, whether it be from the cover rotting out or the water just soaking its way in. Nobody wants that. So that's the stitching on top. Underneath we have a nice soft material stitch right on in. That's gonna save you from scratching up the boat when you're pulling this thing on and pulling it off. You've got that nice surface. I mean, I can literally sit here. It's like taking a microfiber towel, stitching onto your cover, and being able to have that extra protection on your boat, which is a very, very nice side note to have. And as you can see, the edge here is elastic, so it's gonna allow, and that allows the cover to essentially stay on the boat a lot better. It gives a nice hold. Heavy winds, like I said before, I'm here in Florida, so we've got afternoon storms pretty much every day going into the summertime, not to mention the large thunderstorms we have. So it's awesome to have that addition. Not gonna be worrying about this thing like a tarp flapping in the wind and blowing off the boat, take my protection away. Straps, now that is awesome for trailering your boat. Say you gotta bring your boat down. For me, a big thing is bringing it down to the marina, getting service, new electronic installation, whatever it might be. Having the buckled straps on it to be able to tie this thing down and go down the highway at high speeds is essential for me as well. And you know, traveling the country fishing, the other thing is just pulling into whether it be a hotel, rest stops. You know, I might be on the road for a week. You want to be able to have the thought in mind, and your cover is going to be able to hold up going down the road. You don't want something obviously flapping around, fraying out on you. As you're going to see when we install this thing, it is super tight to the side of the boat, and that's one of the big things when shopping around deciding what was going to be a good cover for the boat were those features. So it meets all the specifications needed. And another thing that I really enjoy for when I'm not having the cover on the boat, 3-4 day fishing trips, I've got a nice bag that comes with the cover that I can stuff this in, put it in the boat, put it in the hotel room, cabin, whatever it might be, and then when it's time for me to leave or cover it for a rainstorm, whatever it might be, I've got easy access and easy organization, which I am a sucker for. Without further ado, let's put this thing on. You guys can see firsthand how easy it is to get this cover onto your boat. Now real quick, I have a 19-foot, 3-inch Gambler Intimidator bass boat, and you see up front I have a trolling motor as well. Us fishermen love protecting our investments. That trolling motor is over $1,000. This cover made so well and has so much beam room, I'm able to cover my trolling motor, which 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, super A+. So there's a tag labeled front, conveniently stitched into the front of the cover. So what I do first is kind of just walk it out lengthwise of the boat. That way I have the cover at full stretch. It's super easy. Again, you can do it by yourself. We're gonna have the front of the cover face forward, obviously the back face towards the stern, and get the cover as flat out as possible, making it easier for us to pull it over. I know I sped that up, but that took about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I can pull this thing into my backyard, throw the cover on, and it's done. Now for me, I don't always strap it up when I'm putting it in the backyard, just because I'm on the water 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week. So the straps are real nice. They can just lay on the ground, but they are right there. They're buckled on, that way when I'm ready to go down the highway with the cover, I've got them all ready to go. So how you're looking at right now is how it's stored 50% of the time, or for when I'm going down the road. If I'm expecting a bigger rainstorm or anything like that, I've got 2 pedestal seats I put on the boat. I'll show them to you. Alrighty y'all, so there we go. That's my little revision. I put a sailing mast from my front pedestal to my rear pedestal, so I've got that awesome tent-like build. I'm all strapped down on the bottom, but look at that, man. What an awesome fit, and 10 times easier to get it on and off than that dang tarp I was using to cover it before. Looks great too. The only reason I'm not going for the long-term storage is because we're about to trailer this sucker and we're about to go down to Lake Talquin, spend the weekend down at the cabins. We've got a fishing tournament Sunday morning. Not expecting any rain, which is nice, but we're gonna be bringing our Empire cover along nevertheless, so we can stay protected. So I'll give you one more walk around. You guys saw how super easy and super slick this is to throw on. Again, this material is just awesome. Water slicks and beads right off of this thing. What I love most about this cover is I'm literally protected from front to rear, everything. I mean, my gas line is underneath the cover. I'm all the way to the stern on the boat. My console, my electronics are perfectly covered with the band at the bottom. There's no way for dust or water to find its way in. My trolling motor up here is covered, which is great. Love that. It was a big thing for me when I was in the market for this. And I'm all the way through. Now what I was talking about with looking out for water was obviously where I could get a flood spot right here within the console area of the boat. And again, that's an easy battle for me to fight. Again, put my pedestal seats in, put that fiberglass rod, and I'm ready to rock. Check out Empire Covers. They've got all awesome covers for whatever it is you're trying to cover, whether that be a car, your motorcycle, your boat. We've got you covered. They're gonna get you a sweet product out to you. Multiple colors to choose from, multiple sizes, so you don't just have to have a big old bass boat. You can have a small fishing vessel, pleasure boat, pontoon boat, whatever it is. Get on over to Budge and Empire Covers. They're gonna take care of you and get you a solid product. Until next video, guys, I hope you hit that thumbs up, hope you subscribe, and come right on back for more awesome bass fishing action. Again, hopefully we do good this weekend. Really excited. Get out here, tow the boat on down the highway. Hopefully we can put some big old fish in the boat this week. Again, until next video, get out there, stay safe, catch your PB out there on the water. We'll catch you guys right back here on the BASSALLYEAR channel. Stay easy, y'all.